Welcome back to Finnegan's Farm, welcome back to the YouTube channel, and welcome back to Workshop Wednesday. My name is Paul, and this is our team.
Hello, I'm Mick, and I'm the mechanic.
Hello, I'm Caelan Russell, and I'm the mechanic.
Hello, I'm Sean, I'm the apprentice mechanic.
Hello, my name is Marco, I love to weld. This is Bruce, this is Blake, them two best students.
Don't forget to like, subscribe to the videos, and comment if you want, and we will get back to you. So, in for repair today, we have our John Deere 7810, we also have our Manitou 9mm Manitou, we have our Maschio Rotavator and Ridger, our Toyota Landcruiser, and we've also another special guest there, so just stay tuned to this one. So first of all, we're going to head over to Sean and the Manitou. So the last time we had a 9mm Manitou in, we had a few issues here with the track rod ends on them. There was a slight bit of wear on the inside, wasn't there, Sean?
There was, yeah, a lot of play.
Yeah, a lot of play. So I suppose the work that this does, this, you know, with the spud boxes on it, and is obviously torn and hard, you know, it's going to give. Now, the tyres might have something to do with it as well. Don't put grease there, Sean, that's it, yeah. Bit of it. Plenty of grease on the honey, that's one thing for sure. So we've replaced all
3 track rods.
3 track rod ends were gone.
One was gone, so
yeah.
it was.
And we have the other 7-metre one, which is the same as well. It has the same problem with it. Now they're not too bad, but just before we get really busy now's the time to do them. Yeah. And we've replaced all. Well, there's 3 gone in this one, and we have replaced all 4 another.
The pipes, the kingpins, so there is.
Oh yeah, 2 here. We had a problem here with the pipes gone on, which is the greasing pipes going down. So these 2 outside grease points here for greasing it, the pipe was gone on the inside. So we've replaced them 2 as well, because if you don't grease the kingpins, well, we're going to have another problem down the line. So those 2, we've replaced both pipes on
both sides.
On both sides.
Yep.
Yeah. So and they're greasable. We've done a full service on the Manitou as well. There's just over. So 5,000 hours in this one?
5,000 hours in that one, yeah.
On this one here, and I have to say they have been a very reliable machine. Now, it's always important to keep a good service into them. Yeah. And what have we there? That's
2
like
fuel filters,
2 fuel filters, hydraulic and an oil filter and a diesel filter there, which has gone into it as well. So as you can see, it is here, and we have kind of marked that up on the board there as well. So that should be the service end of things. The oils in the axles were checked as well, and they have to be replaced on the other 7-metre one. Yeah. This one is not too bad, but them are things there just to be checking on the Manitous there, to keep a good close check on them. So at that stage she is ready for the road, or she's ready for field, wherever it might be the case. So these are the brackets there that we're going to put on our Rotavator. Now it's just for one put a set of bodies on as well, just to give us a little bit more output there in the planting time. We found last year there with the one Rotavator, a lot of pressure on it. We have this Rotavator, so it was just a matter of buying a set of brackets, which we picked up. Sean would have sprayed them up, and we have to fit them now to the old Rotavator. So as you can see, a little bit of work now on it, Marco, isn't there?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
like puzzle.
Yeah, a little bit of a puzzle there at the minute. This ram was over here, we have to change it to this side, so it'll pick it up then, and with the 4 bodies there, which are second-hand bodies we bought for the back of it, and they just kind of sweep up the drills behind the Rotavator and create the drill back up again. So hopefully this one will be going on the 250, and we'll have the other one on the Sire tractor, and that'll be the 2 Rotavators, 2 tractors out. That'll give us a little bit more output there with the 3 distillers going along with it. So yeah, we've just a little bit of working out and figuring out here. We literally got it in bits, so we have to piece it all back together, and it's just it takes a little bit of teasing out, but don't worry, the right man is on the job here. And now Marco has his boards on, he's waiting for one more there. We just need to get a few more bolts there and a plate for that. Now the other problem we had was that because we moved this ram from that position over to this position in order to lift them, the pipes are too short. So then we had to decide
what we want to do there.
What we're going to do there. So Caelan is putting on new pipes here, and you can see probably the beauty of having the portable crimper. At least we can bring it to the work, isn't it, Caelan?
Yeah, because whenever we have a scenario with a pipe burst or something like that, it's not always an easy case to remove the whole pipe. We can here in this case, but it's very easy to just throw the crimper up beside us and crimp away here now at the minute. So it leaves it lovely for doing any of this sort of work, because it's light, and if you're really stuck, like, you could have someone holding it,
yeah, and doing
the machine or anything like that. But we're just going to add in a 4-foot lengths made up here. Now we don't have the fittings. Ideally you would go and put a new length pipe, but we're on like M14 or M16.
16, yeah, so they're all different, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So this is what I'm working with here now at the minute, and we can add in.
We'll probably put in something there to hold the pipes down, put some sort of a bracket on them there.
Yeah, we can put them in the hole down, so weld them on, and put them on a nice smooth bend. You don't want them.
No, you don't want them
hydraulic hose going to a 90 degree.
True.
So it's fairly easy. So we can add a 4-foot length down here. Now, so she can come round.
And that'll be it.
And then we're up to here. And just look, we've loads of length to play with.
Yeah, we just want to be just careful of the PTO. That's something that we're the far side with the yard, but
yeah.
we should get that sorted.
So plenty of length down there. Just to get it going, we're putting 2 known good batteries from another machine into it anyway, and they're fully charged up. So
We're not squeezing.
With this machine anyway, it needs every bit of help it can get. We had it started there before Christmas, but it was a dog and it was frosty as anything. We really didn't pick a good time of year to try and get it going for the first time, and that was well over a year before it had moved to that spot, wasn't it? Yeah, but
We need to get that around a bit.
I'd do the same thing pulling the battery, wouldn't I?
Pull this one.
If I can.
The moment the true Caleb.
Oh, we'll see how we get on. I'm trying to remember this young man. She's in park. Stoppers not in. And then we wait for Mick's shirt.
Mick will give us the go ahead.
Yeah?
Come on, Betsy. Come on. Go on. Shake the head, get him. Shake the head.
John B, what's this thing here? Do you know?
Well, this is for Darren and his cattle.
Alright.
But the only thing about it is it's for drink, alright?
Yeah.
But Darren has to come and he has to train them how to walk it.
Oh, that might be a problem.
Yeah, well, look, we leave it to him. He'll be good at it, like.
Yeah, so this is actually, it's a pasture pump.
Yeah.
And the idea of a pasture pump is to put in where you have a river.
Yeah.
And you drop your pipe into the river. And the cow comes in. Pushes up again, it
pumps the water up.
Out here and drinks it. Very, very simple.
Simple
and effective.
And effective, yeah.
Yeah, so if you haven't got power or where you have a river and you can't, you don't have mains and that.
Your new laws coming in.
Yeah, so we kind of have to, we don't want the cattle going down into the river anymore. So we're going to put a pad outside it.
Yeah.
And you're on that job.
Yeah. I've one done.
Who's which on the job?
Alan Clark.
Oh yeah, he's a professional.
He's a cattleman.
He's a cattleman now, is
yeah.
Right, well look, it looks simple, so hopefully now it will work.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. We're going down now to put in and dig a little pad for it.
We'll keep you updated on that one. We have our 7-8-10, this is the Yahoo Power one, our own tractor is back in. This was in storage over the winter, so we had a few jobs to do, which we noted.
Yeah.
Now, we did take the seat out of it as well, because when we replaced the bushings on the other seat, this seat felt the same. So it was just as bad. So we've taken it out and we've bits soldered up for it as well.
Yeah.
But we did have an issue there with the fan motor on it, didn't we, Callum?
Yeah, so it was only walking on the fastest speed, and when it was walking on the fastest speed, you could hear it blowing, but there was nothing at all coming out of the vent. So originally I thought that maybe one of the ducts underneath had come off, and I lifted up that wee floor and it was fine. So then we took the seat out, one motor wasn't working. It will work if you give it a little tip, but it's not working well enough. But when you have one fan motor working and it's trying to circulate, it's actually, if you put your hand across here, it'll actually blow it back out here. so it's not able to pressurize.
So it's not actually going round, it's just going straight back out again.
Yeah, exactly. It's staying within a loop within itself, and it's not actually blowing out here.
Yeah.
But when the two of them are working, it is. And then with our 4 fan speeds, then so you add resistance to bring the fan speeds lower and lower, and our resistor is absolutely just corroded away to next to nothing. There's nothing that I really can do, and even down in here, there's quite a few problems with the tractor and corrosion now since it came out of storage. Nearly all the linkages and everything on the back of it, like just cable ends and clevis ends and everything, was fairly bad. So I don't know, whatever way it was parked up, that seems to be a recurring theme with a lot of stuff that we're finding now this spring on it.
But so we'll have to replace the resistor.
Yeah, replace resistor to get our 4 fan speeds, because it's flat out or off.
Yeah.
It will work lovely when it is working. And then we'll just replace our fan works. It'll work fine right here now, of course it will. Oh no, there we go. So this fan is working fine now, and this one here is stopped. I give it a little help along. Now it's working. So that's not much use. You can feel it there now, there's the fans.
Yeah, you've actually no blowing it here, just very, very slight, isn't it?
Yeah. So, but when it's stopped, there's absolutely nothing.
So it wouldn't like to be the lad in here on a really warm
no.
summer day there with the stone around the back of it there.
The 2 doors in the back window open, and you sweating and dust flying around you and everything.
It's not really ideal, so it's not. So it is a critical definitely to have it right, you know what I mean? I'd say a good seat, good aircon and a good radio, and they go a long way.
Exactly.
So we will get started.
Yeah.
We have our Toyota Landcruiser in. We have issues there with
It's pulling to the right on
hard braking, so we're not quite sure. Now, a few different comments came in to say it was maybe the calipers on the right, and we're led to believe it's the... No, it is that calipers,
Yeah,
isn't it?
I have a friend who was Toyota genius.
Yeah.
And I rang him, and I would have said it's pulling to the right, so I would have thought maybe that the problem was on the left caliper.
Yeah.
Sorry, the right caliper. And he said, no, it's not that one. So
it's the opposite.
we're changing the two of them. We'll have to price them, it wasn't worth.
So we bought the calipers there from north-south. I think they're in around the
65
euro mark, 68 euro mark. So we have the two of them. Now, Mick, the purpose of a calipers there, for someone who doesn't realise what a calipers does or how it should work.
Oil goes in there, into the back of the pistons here, pushes them in. Disc is sitting in there, and that might be driving around. And one on the other side, your disc is in between rotating, and when you push, it squeezes.
Yeah.
Right? And that's it. And then in the piston, you have what's called a square section O-ring. And when you release the pedal, the square section, which it would have distorted slightly, comes back square. Also in that square section O-ring, you have your self-adjustment. You don't have to adjust disc brakes like you did with the old brake shoes. When the O-ring distorts, it'll only distort so much, and then the piston will slide slightly in it to make up for the play. And there we have our bleed nipple, always to the top.
So when we put the foot in the pedal,
Oil
the
in there.
oil comes in here. Now, so these calipers might have C's, so these will shoot out, but they might not release back in, is that it?
The O-ring brings them back off. The square section O-ring, there's just the very slightest amount, brings the pistons back just enough to let them clear.
Right. Well, look,
but one of these is C's somewhere.
so we're just going to change the front too anyway, and hopefully that should be it.
70% of your braking's on the front anyway, so.
Yeah, new pads in them as well. So. All right. So while Mick is fixing the calipers here, we got another little accessory for the front of the Landcruiser, and it's a Bullbar. Mick has one on his there, and it looks the job. So we have one here now. Plenty of packaging on it anyway, just to keep it nice and shiny. So not just sure how it's going to fit, but I think it's going to sit something like that there, and we might just put a bit of a logo on the front of it there as well. Couldn't get one with the logo, with the Landcruiser logo on it, so we'll have to just settle for this, but I think in around the €190 mark for this plus the VAT. So look, it's not that it's going to stop a whole lot, but it does finish off the front of the Jeep, and it does look well, so we're going to fit that to it later on. Hold on. Yep. Oh, no, we're going to crack it in there. Hello, service. Perfecto, Shani. That looks the job. So just putting the wheels back on the Landcruiser. Calipers, put 2 new calipers on it there, as you can see here, the old ones. It's very hard to know what's gone on them, but we won't know it actually till we drive the Jeep, so we won't, Sean.
No, we won't drive it.
It definitely was pulling an awful lot to the right,
Jeez,
so
yeah.
hopefully now it'll pull a bit straighter than it was. So Mick is then fitted on, Sean is on. We have a new Bullbar on, and it does look the job.
Mint Landcruiser.
So now it's time for tips and tricks. Tips and tricks. So this week's tips and tricks, myself and Sean here have been putting a bit of lubricant or oil or rust prohibitor on the front of the Landcruiser, because you can always see here, and most Landcruisers are like that, they will get very rusty underneath in time. Now this is still a fresh model, but just when we had, just do them as much as you can. We had the wheel off and we're doing the calipers there, some of the links coming down, they were a little bit rusty, so we sprayed this oil here. It probably will last up to
6 months.
6 months, maybe a little bit longer there, just to keep it on it there. Put it in a little can there and spray it on it, and it will just keep those joints there from getting too rusty there. So that's this week's tips and tricks. So last week's mixed mystery tool was really a mystery, because actually nobody got it right.
That's right.
Now we had a lot of different comments coming in. Mick,
Tire pressure gauge,
yeah.
desoldering tool.
Yeah.
What was it on there, the last one?
Writing the timesheets.
writing his time sheets,
comedian.
keep them on time, yeah, that's very important
That'd
as
be
well.
a job in itself.
That's very important. Anything else on it?
Dot punch.
A dot punch, yeah. Actually, Caleb did get it right here after a while.
when he took it apart.
It did take him a while, and he did take it apart. So actually, we're going to screw it off this week, and that will be your clue. So we'll let it run for another week. We are actually going to do a where in the world you're from, and that's going to be next week's workshop, Wednesday. So get your answers ready there, lads, and tell us where you're all from, and we'll have you up on the board for next week. But this week, anyway, that's the final clue.
That's a good clue.
That's a good clue, Mick, isn't it?
Yeah.
That really should give it away, shouldn't it? So Mick is actually delighted here that nobody got it right, because
I'm doing that was 2 in a while.
2 in a row, yeah. Well, not 2 in a row, but 2 in a while, anyway. So yeah, look at first 3 correct answers will be on the board next week, because the first 3 this week there was nobody. So yeah, best luck, lads, and yeah, get them in there for next week. So that's it for this week's Workshop Wednesday. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the videos there, comment what you want. We will get back to you. So from over here on Finnegan's Farm, we'll talk to you all next Wednesday.